Good afternoon. This is Sanjay Agrawal. We are at the Indian Cancer Society office at South Extension. We have with us Dr. Indrajit Kaur, and we have Minty Jain, and we have two other gentlemen whom I want them to introduce themselves. So Minty Jain is a survivor, and she's active in the play Monsters in the Dark, which is going to be staged at Kamani Auditorium on the 15th of this month. So Minty, you would like to start, and then the gentlemen would introduce themselves. You can talk about your story.
Okay, so I'm acting in this play, and I work for Bangalore Little Theatre. When my director asked me to be part of this play, I wasn't really sure what it was about, and I was busy, but they couldn't find another actor, so they dragged me in. And when I got to see what it was and read the play, I got pretty excited. The first few days were a little difficult, very emotional. I had some catharsis, went back home and wrote a lot of stuff because I had gone through the same experience, which all came back to me 10 years back. And I really connected with the patient, and I connected with a lot of situations and characters in the play, and it makes me happy to be part of it now.
What character are you playing?
I'm playing the character of Carla, the patient.
Okay.
But I'm also, it's an ensemble, so we change characters. So
Right.
I also play a rat,
Yes,
I
as
also
you mentioned.
play a lawyer, I also play a doctor.
Okay.
There are multiple roles that I
Fine. So we'll move on to your director. So you could introduce yourself and...
Yeah, I'm Murtaza, and I am the director of
You,
play.
yeah, and you're part of the Bangalore theatre group.
Yeah.
Yes. You're heading. It's
No,
it's
we're just, all of us are members of
okay.
the,
Excellent.
of the theatre group.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
So this is a stage adaptation, you said, of Siddharth Mukherjee's
yeah.
book. So you could talk about that, sir.
Yeah, so basically we have adapted this book of Dr. Siddhartha Mukherjee into a script. The scripting was done by my colleagues.
All right.
And me and Deepak, who's the other director, were given the task to direct the play.
Yes.
And what we looked at and thought we should bring out is the emotional side of the play. What the different people feel when they're, what the different people feel as either patients or caregivers or people who've just heard of someone who...
The onlookers, you mean?
Someone whom they
people
know.
are not bothered with what means. So there would be people that you portrayed there? People
No,
who are not
no,
like...
these are not
Okay.
people who are portrayed there.
Right.
It's just to give you the...
also like doctors,
Yeah.
for
Yes.
instance, what they went through,
Okay.
their struggles,
How they treated the patient.
their
And,
successes, their failures, all
yes,
of it.
yes,
There's
lovely.
so many people, there's
Yeah.
research which is going on. The research of so many centuries, and we still...
You're part of the Indian Cancer Society as well in Bangalore?
Yes, I've got
Okay.
wear two hats. I'm
Right.
with the Indian Cancer Society and the Honorary Secretary there in Bangalore.
And say your name, please.
My name is Vijay
I
Sharma.
didn't introduce you, so I said I wanted you to introduce yourself.
My name is Vijay Sharma. I'm the Honorary Secretary Indian Cancer Society Bangalore. I'm also part of the Bangalore Little Theatre. And it's so nice to be able to use my passion, which is theatre, and combine it with the cause which I support strongly, cancer.
Right.
And we're talking about this particular play, and Murtaza, he talked about the script itself. When I read the book, it's a very thick book. It's difficult to go
Hold
through
it.
it at times. Yeah,
Right.
it's a heavy book.
Heavy book, yes.
So, and first when the playwright said we are converting this into a play, and I said, how can you do that? It's just not possible. It's the history of cancer, and how do you convert history of cancer into a play? And when I saw the first show at St. John's, I was amazed. I said, wow, these guys have done a fantastic job. Not just the playwrights, but the directors, because they actually take the script and then put it on the stage.
Yes.
So amazing job.
To
And
put it down in 90 minutes, it's all means.
you can't cover everything.
You can't do
know.
everything.
And what the playwright says that they've taken about a third of the book.
They
So
say
there-
usually we can do 3 more scripts on that.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can actually do more.
Right, yes.
Sequels, depending upon how the play is received.
And it's in English.
This is in
This is in English.
It's in English, and as Murtaza and Minty were talking about, there is this, looking at the doctor's point of view, the struggles that doctors go through, they want to do the best for the patient, what the researchers are going through, because there's so much still not known about cancer, what the patient goes through, the journey, the caregivers go through, and then there's this ethics committee. And then there are these products sellers, we're talking about cigarette and tobacco sellers who got their business focus in mind.
Yes.
So there's so many angles to this. We're talking about rats, right? And rats have been used to figure out as to how we can introduce certain medicines and what's the impact going to be. So there are so many sides to it, and I was completely amazed, and so little that we know, despite so much research happening and so much more that needs to be done. I hope more and more people come and watch this thing,
Right.
because from my objective, I want more people to understand what cancer is, and it's not the deadly C word that you should not talk about or not even go to a doctor if you have
It's just a sun sign. It's one of the sun signs. So people should understand this.
Stay away, don't even get a checkup done. And what if I have that? What if people know that I have that? So there are so many things which are unknown, which we need to focus on. So Murtaza was talking about different perspectives from an audience point of view.
Yeah.
Can you add to that?
Yeah, so basically what we are looking at is how different people will take back a different message when they look at it.
Yes.
So the doctors will take back something else, caregivers will take back something else, patients will take back something else. But what our objective is that we do not try to, hide the truth behind any screen. We don't bring fantasy into the play. It's real hard truth. People need to accept it, understand it. And the other thing that we wanted to do was, when the audience are watching the play, they feel that they are part of the play and not as an audience watching a play.
Fine. Very good.
So I think that's
Yes.
what we as directors,
Right.
Deepak and I both have tried our best to ensure that
Okay.
is what the feeling with which they go back home.
Right. We'll move to Ma'am Jyotsna ji. She's heading the ICS, and she's been a very good host for all the people here today with all delicacies.
I only
Ma'am.
had ICS Delhi
Okay.
before Vijay brings me.
Well, you introduced me to ICS. I wasn't part of ICS Bangalore 4 years back. Thank you so much.
So what do you have to say, ma'am, about this, endeavor with the
You know,
people have
I
brought
read
out?
the book when it first came out.
You read the book?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've read it quite a few times until my copies, I had 2 copies, and each time they were borrowed and
Oh.
never returned. You know what it's like.
Yes.
I found the book very moving. And in fact, when you open the book, and the preface there is by Susan Sontag.
All right.
She is herself a survivor. And if any of you still have it, read it again, because I think that she has really captured the whole spirit of the book. One of the scenes, and I haven't seen the place, I don't know whether you've included it, one of the things that always stayed with me was a description of a woman in the 1800s,
Okay.
when I think that even anesthesia was in its infancy. She's lying in a theater, all the students around. She has a mastectomy done under very little or no anesthesia. And then the surgeon pats her on the shoulder and says, okay, you can go. So she gets off the table and she curtsies to everyone and says, thank you, sir, and goes out. It stayed with me. I think Minty will understand what I'm saying. I can't believe sometimes that that could be true, but she says it is.
Very
There are-
true.
You know, where we have come from where we were
Yes.
is a story in itself. And anything that we can do, if it helps the patient, if it helps the caregiver, if it reduces the stigma, that is our satisfaction.
Right now. Ma'am, are you also going to screen this? I would say the play means, would it be eventually converted into a movie and then going for, I don't know what are
I don't
Oscars
think
and means, it's
that
going to
may
be
happen.
like people
But,
want to watch
but
it
there is a
on
documentary.
Netflix or they want to
No,
watch
but
it
there
on
is a
anything,
documentary, a 5-hour documentary available on YouTube, which
Yes.
is based on this book.
Right. Means you could sell your rights and it could be used for movies.
It's the whole picturization of the whole book.
It's already there.
Yes.
India International Center has it.
That's
They've
good.
already
Okay.
shown it.
All
And
right.
it's available on YouTube actually.
Okay.
It's a 5-part.
What's the title?
I
It's
think it's the same
Emperor of Maladies.
Okay.
He
Same.
calls it the Emperor of all maladies.
Yes. Right. Okay. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank
Sanjay.
you.